Okay guys, it is time for a new update on the Bitcoin price. We now realized another $30,000 from this short position.
Becoming a millionaire in crypto gets a whole lot easier if you follow the right people. The number one mistake I see new people making in crypto is not following the right people. So you know that I like to recommend up and coming valuable crypto YouTube channels. And I want to recommend to you this guy. I really like Crypto Mo. I've been following Crypto Mo for years. I've made more money because I follow him. He only has 54,000 subscribers right now. That's amazing to me. He's literally a hidden gem in the space. Like, it's shocking he doesn't have over 100,000 subscribers right now. So I'm going to show you why his channel is so good. I encourage you all to follow him, watch him regularly like I do. And in this video, I'll show you exactly why Crypto Mo's trading content is so valuable. If you have a friend interested in trading crypto profitably, send him this. This is the one video that most people need to see. Let's begin. What I like about Crypto Mo is that he makes accurate price predictions. He explains things simply. He teaches you what he's doing and why he's doing it. And overall, he makes you money. Obviously, his videos are not financial advice, but I prefer to follow people who make accurate price predictions. So let me show you a few examples of his previously accurate price calls. So this was a Crypto Mo video back in December of 2022 calling the exact cycle bottom. Like, he had been calling the bottom for weeks and weeks. So it's not just this one video. This is just one of the many clips you can find of Crypto Mo calling the exact bottom in 2022.
Now let's talk about all the on-chain data and stuff like that that is actually bringing us to a very concrete conclusion on what to expect from the markets now in the upcoming days and weeks. As you guys know, we have been talking about this for months. $16,000 to $14,000 is my bottom range for this bear market after we broke below the very important weekly 11-year support, $22,000. That was the first price that we could have expected the bear market to end, but sadly it was broken to the downside. So now $16,000 to $14,000, that's the absolute minimum, just because a few other things are coming into play. We are going to talk about that.
So he called the cycle bottom, and when Bitcoin was beginning its uptrend from the 2022 cycle bottom, he told his audience, while Bitcoin was still well under 20K, he told his audience to open up a 3 to 4x leverage long to take advantage of the upswing of the cycle.
As you guys know, our swing long positions that we have open are only using a 4x leverage at these current prices to have our liquidation price below the $13,000 level.
I'm not going to get a chance to show you all the clips, but just so you have further proof, here's another video of him 1 month earlier, November 2022, calling the exact bottom, talking about opening up a 3 to 4x leverage long to take full advantage of the bull market after that happens. And understand, this all seems obvious to us in retrospect, but it wasn't obvious at the time. And Crypto Mo was constantly calling for the 14 to 16K bottom and consistently saying that after it hits, he's opening up a low leverage long to take advantage of the bull.
This would only mean that, yes, between $16,000 and $14,000, I would completely switch long. I would not open any short hedge positions or something like that anymore. The only thing I would do in that price range is opening swing long positions and accumulating even more with the remaining funds I have for these bear market buybacks that we are doing at the moment. So that's why in the worst case, I definitely want to scale up my HODL portfolio already. Maybe, yes, we are missing out on the perfect big swing long entry. That's definitely a potential, but we are opening small swing long positions. So as soon as we are breaking crucial resistances to the upside, as I've been saying since quite some time, yeah, the $27,000 to $28,000 level, for example, the $22,000 level, I am definitely expecting to scale these swing long positions up because then the likelihood of us actually having the bottom in now already is relatively high, and I don't want to miss out then on this potential next bull run without any big swing long positions.
So now let's jump almost 2 years later to April 14th, 2024, 2 glorious bull market years. The market went up in 2023 and 2024. And at the time of this video, Bitcoin's price was around $65,000. And in this video, Crypto Mo calls the exact top. He says the local top is in. Everybody who follows him should expect no more upside anytime soon and actually to prepare for a downtrend. So you just watched him predicting the exact bottom and the beginning of the new bull market uptrend. He told his audience to get into a low leverage long when Bitcoin's price was under 20K. And in this clip, almost 2 years later, he closes that 3 to 4x long in profit many months later.
Guys, it is time for the truth. And I can already tell you I closed out all of my swing long positions recently. I will tell you in today's video exactly why I did that, since we opened them so beautifully at and below the $20,000 level last year, and we perfectly only used the 3 to 4x leverage to keep our liquidation price below the $14,000 level, because as I said it so many times before we reached that bottom, $14,000 to $16,000 will be the bottom for Bitcoin, and this also happened. Now our swing long positions were doing amazing gains. I didn't scale them up as much as I did with my swing long positions in the last bull run. I will also tell you why I didn't do that, and especially why I closed them now. It will be the full truth actually. I would always appreciate it if you would smash up a like, don't forget to subscribe and activate the bell. Guys, we have seen something very interesting in combination, and that has led to the decision of me closing out all of my swing long positions.
So if you watch the whole video, it's just him taking you through point by point, talking to you about why he's closing his longs and why he thinks others would be smart to do the same. Again, he and his audience rode those longs up for months, made big profit, and in retrospect, he was 100% right. He called the top. He called that crypto was about to enter a downtrend or a chop solidation period. And what I really like about Crypto Mo is that he's transparent with you in every video. He tells you exactly what he's doing. He explains it simply. He always shares his P&L history, his profit loss history in the videos. So many crypto traders say they make good trades, but you never really see receipts. Crypto Mo keeps it real with you. So just to show you, let's take a look at this very short clip from back January 2025. He briefly flashes his profit loss history, but this is something you see all the time. You can see that he's in way more profit than loss, but I'm also sharing this with you just to show you how transparent Crypto Mo is. It is a common occurrence in his videos for him to show you his P&L history.
As we expected it in our yesterday's video, after we opened our short position, we saw a massive sell-off. I already took $4,000 from that short trade. We are now remaining in $22,000 of unrealized profit. And now I don't want to waste any more time. I don't want to overcomplicate things, because if you overcomplicate things, your P&L history will not look like this. So let's go into the charts and let's talk about what to be expected next.
Also, Crypto Mo is highly connected. I met him once when I visited Dubai, nice guy, but he's often rubbing elbows with some of crypto's biggest players. So in this next clip I'm going to show you from April 2024, he basically shares with his audience this inside information that he received. He told his audience to expect a 20 to 30% correction and trade it accordingly, and it 100% played out exactly like he said in this video. Yes, he did just know about it because he got inside information, but it's still cool he shared it with his audience. This is why I follow him. So what you're about to watch is him predicting the 20 to 30% correction, and also he mentions that after the correction happens, he fully expects Bitcoin to hit 100K before the year is done, and again, he was 100% right.
Guys, I had some very interesting meetings in the last couple of days in Dubai, and I also met with some Chinese guys. They are actually from one of the biggest mining companies in the world, and I have some amazing but also scary, we could even call it insider information for you guys, what one of the biggest miners in the world is actually expecting next from the Bitcoin price. And I will tell you exactly why this is relevant for the price, what miners are actually doing, and why miners, besides the exchanges, have the biggest control over the Bitcoin price in the whole world. So the question now that a lot of people are pretty much asking themselves, is it realistic that we are potentially correcting all the way down on the monthly time frame to the $48,000, where we find our long-term 11-year support and resistance for the monthly time frame? And guys, the talk that I had with this Bitcoin mining company, or some of the employees of it actually, I can already tell you that they are actually expecting a 20 to 30% correction at the current moment before we actually go directly after that into the direction of at least $100,000 for this year. But what does this mean for us? We need to keep an eye on this horizontal support level extremely well, and I will explain to you why the miners can actually take such control over the price in certain scenarios, especially now with the halving that occurred. But yeah, the miners, Why is it so relevant? The Bitcoin halving happened, so now miners need, especially with the new difficulty adjustment that just happened 2 days ago, they need to do new calculations for the upcoming days, weeks and months, as any company, and also for the next year, because Bitcoin miners need to look first of all at the difficulty, at energy cost, and also if there is new mining equipment coming to the market that they actually need to upgrade to still be competitive. And now, just in the beginning of this year, there were some new miners released, so a lot of the big mining companies are right now upgrading their hardware, and upgrading the hardware is an expensive thing to do, so they will need to sell some of their Bitcoin reserves. Not only that, they will most likely also sell their newly mined Bitcoin, because the difficulty adjustment right now was not as expected. So the Bitcoin miners, with the reduced amount of block reward that they are receiving, it's only the half amount, they also are a little bit on the pressure on the energy cost side, so they will also potentially keep selling because of that a little bit. So this is why the miners actually, or the people that I talk to that are part of one of the biggest mining companies actually in the world, we are talking about the top 3 here actually, I cannot say the name, but still, nevertheless, are expecting that we are seeing a bigger correction of 20 to 30%.
Finally, and most recently, Crypto Mo actually predicted this last correction we had back in late February. He said if Bitcoin breaks below $95,000, I fully expect the price to fall to the mid 70K range. And that's exactly what happened.
In general, guys, Bitcoin is in a very beautiful sideways trading range right now, and we need to break this to the upside 100%. If we are not breaking this sideways range to the upside, but we are breaking it to the downside, guys, to be honest, I expect prices of $75,000 and so on, or at least the low $80,000, because also our USDT dominance would then get confirmed bearish.
It goes without saying he doesn't get them all right, and obviously you have to adapt as the market changes. But just in conclusion, I like to recommend great undervalued YouTube channels, and I think Crypto Mo's channel is a hidden gem in the space. He focuses heavily on trading, which I'm always trying to get better at. I'm going to link his YouTube channel below. Let's see how quickly we can get him above 60K followers. Go subscribe to him, and on his next video, tell him Altcoin Daily sent you. See you tomorrow.